Thank you to our Mahjong community for name suggestions for our series Narrated Live Play on Real Mahjong. Introducing our YouTube series, Charleston Chat and Discord Decisions with Dara and Donna of Modern Mahjong, the series. We're flipping the script. When playing Mahjong, we set up 4 walls of tiles and keep thoughts about gameplay to ourselves. It's actually a best practice to give as little information as possible because this avoids tells about your hand. In this series, we're flipping the script and narrating as we play as we share insight into decision making during the Charleston and gameplay. We're going to do live narrated games play by play on Real Mahjong. We'll narrate our games and we'll include information about decision making during the Charleston, why we chose sections we're considering, what made us select certain passes, and why we did or didn't use a blind pass. We'll explain while we're focusing on a specific hand, the tiles we're discarding, and why and when we decide to switch to a backup hand. Previously, we did similar videos, one we called Fly in the Wall, one More Than a Game. You could find these by searching our YouTube channel, Modern Mahjong. So join us for replays of decision making during line games on Real Mahjong. We invite you to watch and share your thoughts. The series will be available on YouTube. So at this point, we invite you to pause and get your card. And consider, would you be aiming for the same section? Are you passing the same tiles? What about discards? Are you calling at the same time or being more patient and waiting, or vice versa? Share your thoughts in the comments. Narrated games. We're going to play in invisible mode so no one joins us, just so we don't have to decline anybody.
First right.
We are going to have the sound on and see how that goes. I shuffle the tiles here. Interesting that we have pairs of 2s and pairs of 7s. We have a lot of even other than the 7s. So I am going to break up the 7. I don't like passing. This is interesting on the first pass. I don't like passing a pair, and I don't like passing wins that go together. But the lesser of 2 evils I feel here is the north and south rather than the pair of 7s. So I am going to keep the 2, 4, 6, 8. Right now, I'm just thinking even. I'm even though I have a joker, I'm also thinking singles and pairs. So let's see what we come up with here.
Across.
All right, so we got another even. So we don't need the north. Put the 3 where it belongs in number. Don't need the 7. It's consecutive, but I don't really think that that's anything bigger than the evens that we have here.
First left.
So that's good. We have a 6. So we're not collecting wins here. For the 2, 4, 6, 8 section, there's one hand with matching dragons. There's one hand with opposing dragons. So here, we don't have that many of the same number of evens. We have, in every suit, we have 2s. In crack and dot, we have 4. And crack and dot, we have 6. But yeah, I think we can get rid of the red. Unless, yeah, the 2, 4, 6, 8 with the matching dragon does not have any flowers in it. Yeah, I think we can get rid of that. And we could stop and do a blind pass, meaning we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're east. We have an extra tile. I mean, at the end of the Charleston, we could have Mahjong if we, miraculously did. So technically we could stop and do a blind pass, and one of the tiles that computer 1 is passing us would just go straight to computer 3 without us seeing it. But I don't know if we need to do that. So let's see. If you look at 2 plus 4 is 6. No. 2 plus 6 is 8. No, not really. We do have a lot of tiles towards that 4th hand. We have the 2, 4, 6, 8, and then 2s. And what's interesting is we need 4 flowers, but we only need a pung of 2s and a pung of 2s. So I think I'm going to get rid of the 6 dot because we could do 2, 4, 6, 8 and play with that. So I think I'm going to get rid of that 6 dot and see what we get. Oh, interesting. So that's why I always sort. It's just kind of interesting to see that we have a run here. I don't think that run overrides the evens that we have, but just interesting to see if you get something different.
Across.
Okay, so now we have another even. We don't need the 5, we don't need the 7. And I think we can get rid of the 4 dot now.
Last right.
So here we have a 2 that we need. We don't need the 5, we don't need the 4. And now I'm almost thinking, even though it's a concealed hand, I'm thinking that we would need another 2, another 4. We couldn't call the 2 dot for an exposure, but we could do that concealed hand at the bottom of the 2, 4, 6, 8 section. I don't like passing flowers. I am not one that says never pass a flower, but it might help us because depending on what we get, we might switch back up to the 4th hand. So I'm not going to give the flower away. It's final right. I could do a blind pass. I'm going to take advantage of that.
Optional across.
And then I'm going to move along these 3, 5 cracks that have just been going round and around. So I only offered 2. That's interesting that we got back the red. So that would be if we went back towards the 3rd hand in this section. And I have to discard a tile, so I'm going to go with the 4 dot.
4 dot.
So we're hoping we pick in a
West.
2 crack, a 4 crack, and a 2 dot.
Dot.
We'll see.
3
Though
dot.
it's not. Oh, and here's a flower. So I'm gonna get rid of the red because I don't think we're really close to
Red.
that 3rd hand.
8 crack.
So we can't call that.
6 bam. 7 dot. 9 crack.
So what's interesting is if
8
we
dot.
get more flowers,
5 crack.
even though we have an extra 6 and an extra
7
8
bam.
crack, we could go back to that 4th hand in the 2,
1
4,
bam.
6, 8 section.
8 bam.
And when
3
you see that
crack.
it doesn't even ask us to call it, it's because
9
we don't
bam.
have enough tiles to call it. Oh, so this is interesting. So this year, if you look at the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's 3 flowers, a pair of 2s, a pair of 4s, 3 6s, and 4 8s. So if we were going to do that, we would have to commit to that now, kind of, because we'd have to start getting rid of some things. Now, on the other hand, so we'd be able to call the flower, and then we'd be waiting for singles that we couldn't call, or pairs, and then we'd be able to call the 8 crack. If we were doing the 2, 4, 6, 8 concealed, we would also need the 2 crack and the 4 crack, but we couldn't call anything. So I think I am going to go with getting rid of the 2 bam. If anything, and something doesn't happen, we can always come back to hand number 4 by
bam.
calling a 2 bam. Now there's other
5
versions of
crack.
Mahjong that you cannot call a tile that you
Flower.
discarded. So I think we call that flower. So if we do that, we're on hand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to call that. We're going to show 3 flowers. We're going to get rid of the 2 dot.
2 dot.
And now we are waiting for
crack.
a 6 crack or an 8 crack
9 dot.
that we could call. So we're on call for
7
those.
crack.
And then we
6
would just be
bam.
waiting for picking
6
in
crack.
up. So we, oh, actually, you know what? I think I misspoke. We only need 3 of those and we have them. So we could skip that.
6 dot. 6 dot.
Oh, beautiful. So now we get rid of a 2 bam.
2 dot.
So now we don't need to call anything
West.
because we have all
4
4 8
bam.
cracks that we need. Ooh, and we have the 2 crack that we need.
2
So
bam.
now, even though
9
it's for a
dot.
pair,
3 dot.
if someone throws a 4 crack, we can
2
call it
crack.
because it is our Mahjong tile.
North. Call. Red. So.
And if we pick it
7
and if we're
dot.
playing for money, we'd be paid double.
8
So we're
bam.
hoping somebody either throws a 4 crack
crack.
or we up. And they did.
Mahjong.
So I love how that was not really even on our radar, But since the other alternative was also that we needed singles, but since it was concealed, we couldn't call the pungs at the end, it made more sense to go for the fourth hand. So being able to be flexible and knowing the card well enough, you don't have to memorize it. I don't memorize it, but I know it well enough that I could look at the section and hop between different hands when certain tiles aren't coming out and recognizing what other players are playing. So we could look at computer one. They were doing the north-south with the matching number. So they were doing 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth hand down, and they had their norths. They just needed, oh, I think they just needed either a one crack or a one dot. And then computer two was doing 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 hand. They were doing the one crack and the 9 crack are the same suit, and then pairs of 3, 5, 7. It's the second from the bottom. So they were pretty close too. And they didn't need that one dot, so they would have thrown computer one's winning tile. And then computer three is doing flower 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe. Let's see, where is that? So they were doing the 1, 2, 3, fourth hand down. Either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2. So they needed a one bam. They needed more 4 cracks and more 5 dots. And yeah, they had an extra flower. All right, so let's try again. So let's see, that's a nice start. We have 2 jokers. We have a lot. We have a consecutive run here. And it's all in the same suit. We have ones in all 3 suits. Let's see. I always love looking at quints when I have a lot of jokers. I don't like looking at ones that have pairs. We don't really have any other tiles that go together other than that run. And then the fact that these are all the same number. And I don't want to be stuck passing. I don't want to be stuck passing a bunch of ones. So I think I'm going to get rid of the one dot now. And I'll get rid of the one dot and the 2 crack. So this way, at least next time, I could kind of break these up.
Across.
Okay, so that's nice that we have another. And it's interesting, we have 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. In that consecutive run number 7, whatever you have the pair of has to be the one that you have the kongs. So that doesn't really help us here. But if we start picking in 7s or if we pick in another 9 crack. So here, I'm keeping the north just in case the quint 7, 8 or 6, 7 comes in, that second quint. It's all in one suit. I'm going to get rid of, I don't like passing 2 of the same number, but I'd rather pass that and keep the 9 just because these kind of are more together.
First left.
All right, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I don't need, so a lot of ones are, whoever's collecting, if somebody decides to start collecting ones, they'll be in good shape. So now is a decision. I mean, I do have 2 jokers. So if I did keep the north, and started picking in a lot of 6s and 7s or a lot of 7s and 8s, and that 9 really isn't helping me at this point. But on the other hand, 5, 6, 7, 8, if I pick in a 9 crack, then I could go for that consecutive run. I think I'm going to get rid of the north.
Second left.
Oh, that's funny. So that's when you take your poker face and you don't say, oh, I went the wrong way. Because then the person who passed you the north would say, oh, she liked the north. So I could change and hope I get the north back. But at this point, I think I'm going to stick to it. All right. So I'm just organizing them here. Yeah, the 2 crack doesn't really go with what I have. So I'm going to get rid of those.
Last right.
And the 2 crack is back. And I don't need the 6 or the west.
Optional across.
And that north came back. So I'm going to do the 1 and the 8. if I had another 6 or another 7 or 8, if I had more numbers that were one above each other, I would maybe keep the north and hope that I was going to get another north back from computer 2. But at this point, I'm going to say goodbye to the
3
north.
bam.
But I do like that I got that 9 crack. So now I know I have 2 jokers, which sometimes I feel is somewhat of a not waste, but misuse of jokers when I'm going for a somewhat reliable hand. But sometimes, I still would need 1 5 crack here, but that first hand in the consecutive run looks nice. So we'll see what we
2
get.
bam. 1 crack.
Get rid of the 6
6
bam.
bam. North. 1 dot.
And not that it would happen,
What
but I
bam?
mean, between my discards, the 3 6 9 I think is more helpful than this 2. So I kind of put them in order that I'll do the 2 crack first.
Call. 6 dot. 6 bam. South.
So I'm going to get rid of the 2 crack.
Crack. West. 2 bam. So.
Hoping to pick a 1 bam. All right, so there's a flower, which I mean, I could do just the third hand down since I have that pair of 7s if I get 6 7 8 or 7 8 9 if I pick in an 8 crack. So I'm going to get rid of that 8 bam.
Green. 5 bam. 4 crack.
Yay! So I got the 1 bam. I remember saying to myself, I hope I pick a 1 bam. So I put it out there. You just slide it over the joker and then you hear the little cash register cha-ching. I'll get rid of the 9 bam.
9 bam. 4 dot.
So we have in our
North.
PDF, we talk about backup hands and universal backup hands. So there's 9 hands on the card that don't require any singles or pairs in them. And one of them is the second hand in consecutive run, either in 1 suit or 2. So if we forget about this 5 and we do 6, 7, 8, 9, we do not need any jokers for that. So that's just an option if that 5 crack isn't coming in. The third hand down, we need to have, if it would be great if we picked in an 8 crack because then we could do 7 8 9. So let's get rid of the 7 bam.
6 bam. So 1 crack.
We don't need a 2
2
dot.
dot. 4 crack. 1 crack.
And right now I really haven't
4
decided that I'm committing to calling anything. Interesting that I mentioned before the 3 6 9. I mean, there is flower 3 6 9. It's written as an addition hand, but it's really just a hand. So we would need 1 more 3. We have the flowers. We would need a lot of 6s. But the fact that we got that third 9 here really is leading me more towards 6 7 8 9 than the 5 6 7 8 9. So right now we don't need that 3 crack.
9 bam. 4 bam.
And the interesting thing is if a 9 crack is thrown, we can call that and not be
5
committed
bam.
to 6 7 8
bam.
9 or 7 8 9, the third hand down. So we could be still floating around even though we have an exposure
4
of
dot.
4 9 cracks, which I'm just scanning to
Okay.
see. I don't think it's out yet. No.
So 6 dot. 9 dot. Call. 8
Interesting.
bam. East. 8 bam. 1 dot. 6 dot.
Oh, yes. So now that is making me think we do the third hand down. We need 4 flowers. we need 4 7 cracks, we have our 8 crack, and we need 4 9 cracks. So since I could call the 9 crack without a joker, I don't put that there. I'm gonna move my 5 crack here, I'm gonna move my 6 crack there. So I can call my flowers if I need to, I can call my 7 crack, I can call my 9 crack, I'm set with my 8 crack. So I'm gonna get rid of, actually, I'm gonna get rid of the 5 crack
5,
because 6 7 8 9 could still be an
7
option.
dot. 2 bam. 8 crack.
So that's funny, we don't need that anymore. Oh, beautiful. So now I throw
6
that,
crack.
so now this is great. Flower,
Mm.
7 crack or 9 crack give us the win.
South. 1 dot.
Nope, not that. That's what we
5
were
crack.
hoping for before.
4 crack. 5 crack. 7 bam.
It's always funny when you hear the number you need, but then
3
not the suit. You're like waiting.
east. 3 bam. 4 bam. 4 dot. West.
Nope,
North.
nope.
3 dot. 2 dot. 6 crack. North. 3 crack.
Nope.
1 dot. 9 crack.
And that's what we need.
Mahjong.
So that was fun. So we started, we knew it was, we were looking to try to make a quint work. Didn't want to be committed to that bottom quint and have to have a pair. And the wind, even though the norths were going around, I didn't have a lot of more than one of a number, I think, other than maybe the 7 crack. So I really didn't want to rely on the just only 2 jokers for that. And the 5 6 7 8 9 looked good, but we weren't getting the 5, which we needed as a pair. And what really changed the game was when we got that third 9 crack. We could have still been doing 6 7 8 9, but then when we were able to pick that joker, it gave us, oh, and when we got the 8 crack, it gave us the 7 8 9. So it's always great when you are able to pick in that single or pair, since you can't call for those. Computer 1, they have a pair of flowers, and then they have 1 BAMs too. Oh, so it looked like they were doing, that's interesting. Are they doing, they have 1 BAMs, then 2 crack. I guess they just weren't getting the 3rd suit yet. Computer 2 has a lot of 8s and 7s, but they're not in that great a position. That's weird. And then, oh, so that's pretty. Computer 3 was doing 5 7 9. And they have the 2 pairs of opposing dragons, so they were pretty close. They needed 3 5s, 3 7s, so they needed the 7 dots. And yeah, so it's a pung of 5s, a pung of 7s, a kong of 9s, and then 2 of each opposing dragon. So they were pretty close. They needed 2 more tiles. So that was a lot of fun. We hope that you enjoy being part of our decision making, hear us narrate as we play. And we had, before the videos come out, we will edit some of these and we will put these on YouTube so you could see it, as well as on Instagram. So wherever you're seeing these, you could comment and ask us any questions. We are doing a virtual series. If you are seeing this before July 16th, it starts July 16th. It's going to be 4 parts. And even if it's after July 16th, if you register, you have a full month to watch the live videos and join us live between July 16th weekly for 4 weeks. So with that, we hope you have a great day and a great game.